Welcome back into Talk Wisconsin. Can you imagine opening a new location in the middle of a pandemic? That is what our next guest did. I'm sure it was quite the feat. We're going to talk to Allie King. She's with Centers for Behavior Intervention. She's the clinic manager. We're going to learn a little bit about what they do and how things are going. Thanks so much for joining us, Allie.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So, boy, a lot going on in our world, and in the middle of it all, you have opened an office in Verona. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys do there.
Yeah, so we are a ABA clinic, which stands for Applied Behavior Analysis. And we serve clients from as young as they may receive a diagnosis of a developmental disability all the way through adulthood. What's kind of cool about our location is we're new to Verona, but we've been an established company since 2012. So we started in Illinois, and then we recently expanded to Wisconsin, like you said, in the middle of the pandemic.
What a time to do so. But you know what? Your services are greatly needed. And so I'm so glad to know that you've been able to open for families who have somebody on the autism spectrum. They might be familiar with ABA therapy, but for those who aren't, let's talk a little bit about what that is.
Yeah. So ABA stands for Applied Behavior Analysis, which is the science of behavior. So essentially what that means is using scientific principles to change an environment to help a person access the things that they value the most. This can be applied across a variety of contexts, but the one with the biggest scientific evidence behind it is helping people with developmental disabilities. So here at CBI, what that means is we use the principles of ABA to increase socially appropriate behaviors like communication, social skills, daily living skills. And we also use those same principles to decrease challenging behaviors that our families might be experiencing. Most often that includes aggression, self-injurious behavior, and property destruction.
So some difficult things that you guys are dealing with, tackling some tough behaviors, of course, but that's something that you are very skilled in doing so. So let's talk a little bit about what that looks like specifically to CBI.
So here at CBI, our mission is changing lives through individualized care, and we really take that to heart. Each client that comes in gets a really thorough assessment where we look at the client's strengths, any goals that the family may have. And then we write a treatment plan that's directed specifically to that client. And then we are able to provide services wherever will benefit the client the most. For some kids, that means they come to our clinic from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we have some kids actually doing that now that a lot of schools are going virtual. We are open and we're happy to help. For some kids, this does mean in-home therapy. So maybe our staff are going there during the day, maybe they're coming after school. And some kids really just need support in the community. So our staff might go to soccer practices when those start up again someday, or on community trips like to the grocery store. And the really cool thing about us is it doesn't stop at the direct therapy with the client. We also work with parents and even siblings to make sure that everybody in the family is on board with that client's programs and able to provide the same supports in the home. We also collaborate with schools and other providers to help everybody be on the same page.
One of the things I want to talk about before we head to break or move on here is payment, because it sounds like some of these families, some of these people you're spending better part of a day with. How do people pay for that?
Yeah, we do accept private pay, but most of our clients use private insurance. So as we've been in Wisconsin longer, we are in network with most local insurances. We do accept Dean, United Healthcare, Cigna, Anthem, and we're in network with Forward Health, and we will be in network with Quartz come September. So we're really excited to be able to serve the majority of the Madison community.
Yeah, that's really wonderful. And for those who might be interested in learning a little bit more about what you do, maybe they're seeking therapy elsewhere and interested in your services, or maybe haven't had those therapies yet in their lives, how does one get started or sign up? What's sort of a good first step?
The easiest way would be to visit our website, cbitherapy.com. There's a little purple box at the bottom where you can jump right to fill out the form. Otherwise, there's a link from our contact page as well.
Allie King is with the Centers for Behavior Intervention. I'm Jessa Jeremiah. You're watching Talk Wisconsin. We'll be right back.